All right, year three, year 2021 in this case. All right, so our sales revenue uh, was up just shy 7 million. It's about six, maybe six exact or close to it. We're starting to catch EWS. Our gross margin, again, we're slowly catching them. Our marketing contribution has gone up slightly, and our total marketing contribution now is sitting at 51 million or 50.967. Uh, EWS is starting to really pull away, especially in TMC. But hopefully, with the right decisions, we can capture them. And for your guys' sake, uh, you know, hopefully you are in and around the 50 million. If you're obviously ahead of that, congratulations. Um, so what year three brings us is product range expansion. So they have now given us permission to extend the MP3 player range from one product to two. So what that means is we can use a project to launch a youth one. So we can now have a youth project to battle EWSs. We can launch another standard product, which is not recommended. Every simulation that I've tried, they do always say it's not recommended to launch two products in the same segment. I always kind of just followed that advice, but maybe it'll be a good thing to try, or we can not extend the product range and solely just focus on our current Sonic. So the main thing to consider where if you want to extend your product range is if you can afford it. It will cost $8 to $10 million a year to fund the new project through its growth phase. The growth phase. Um, so don't. So again, like if you want to introduce something, the first year, maybe two, might be a little slow, but it will eventually pick up. So don't be worried if like it's not an instant change around. We can also improve our existing product, which is we can reduce the cost of the existing product, so it will be cheaper for us to make, and that cost $1 million to do. We can improve the style and tech specs of the existing product, which again cost 1 million, or we can do both for 2 million. Um, so it kind of explains what that means, and uh, going through these two decisions here kind of gives you a brief description on whether you want to improve or not improve. I always I do the 2 million one right off the bat and then adjust accordingly each year. Like if I need to reduce the cost, I'll reduce the cost. If I need to improve style and tech, I'll improve it. But once I get given the option, I do like to reduce and improve for the 2 million. It's always been a good decision in multiple simulations I've run. But again, it is up to you. And then we can develop a product and distribution strategy for the new product, which again, going through the same choices that we did for our Sonic. If we were to introduce a new product, whether if it's a standard or a youth, uh, you know, what's your plan going to be? Don't go in and just be like, yeah, we'll make a new product and then, really plan it out and really think about each thing. So if we're going to market research, again, we're given the same five research reports. And again, I would say those two are your most important ones to buy. The other three, again, only if you really need that information. Like if you're really struggling and you think it's coming down to the retail performance or maybe pricing or any one of those, buy it. It's going to give you some useful information, but if you're doing fine or if you're way ahead, don't worry about it. These two are your more important ones to buy. Again, at the very least, buy this one every 2 years and buy this one every 3 years. That's what at least I recommend. If you feel like buying them each year helps, do that. If you feel like buying them even more spread out, do that. Do what's best for you, but I do recommend these two at the very least. So again, we have not purchased any reports for this year, but if we go here, we can see that we purchased that one, and we can still see how we did. So, and again, we didn't purchase any this year. So looking at our Sonic, here's our decisions we've made, forecast and sales. Again, I think our Sonic's looking pretty good right now in terms of these numbers. We go into our advertising. I think we can cut it back a little bit, maybe on advertising. We'll switch that to 6 million to give us 2 million more in our budget. And what we'll do is we'll switch that with the sales promotion. So now our sales promotion's at 8. And here's the product development screen, which is new for year 3. Product name. So we have our Sonic. And if we click here, we can drop the product. And then it will come up with a menu. So it's not just if you accidentally click it, it's gone. It will come up with this menu. And it says this product had a positive contribution of $28 million. That means it is making money for you, so we recommend that you keep it. So good SmartSims knows what, it's not just going to be like, yeah, you can delete it, whatever. It will say, no, this product's doing something for you. We recommend that you keep it. It'll say, are you sure you want to drop the product? It is often more effective to change the design used in the product to make it more attractive while retaining any product awareness. So we have 37,500 units to dump, and it will cost out of our budget $100,000 to get rid of. We're obviously not dropping this product, it's making us money. So we can select a new project, which is right now no change. And again, currently, it's $44 a unit. It's got a 17 in style and tech, and it's a 0.55 index. So we can improve the product specs, which is we do that. Modifying this product, then if you modify this product, then your existing stock of finishing goods will be dumped and sold overseas in cheap markets. So again, either dropping the product or changing it is going to cost us $100,000 just to dump our remaining units. So we do that. Now it's still costing $44 a unit, but our style and tech have gone up to 19.62, and the index has gone up by almost 0.2. We can reduce the cost. Again, it's going to cost us $100,000 to do so, which now costs us $40.13 as opposed to $44. But like I said, I recommend at least doing this the first chance you get it. If you're going to spend $100,000 to dump and on either one, like, you might as well do both at the same time, and it's going to drop. We're going to be spending $2 million. It's going to cost $40.13 to make. Style and tech of 19.62 and our index of 0.74. So it's greatly improving our product, which will make it more desirable for the thing, for consumers, obviously, and makes it more competitive against EWS. So we'll click apply, and rolling over into the next year, that's what our Sonic will adjust to. Clicking here, this is how you launch a new product. So it's in the development section, product name. Here's the other ones running various simulations. It saved them. I have the Sapphire, the Mini Tails, because I was again going with the Sonic the Hedgehog thing, and just Sonic 2 because I dropped a Sonic and re-released it. So let's just go with Sapphire. I like that name, and we'll make it a youth. So it's going to cost $1 million in research and development, $30 a unit to make, style 69.24, tech is a 20, and index is 0.6. It says here the estimated market size is 1.6 million, recommended retail price is $60, and it will tell you that how many current competitors are in the youth segment. So we're going to be launching our Sapphire youth model. So we'll click apply, and it will just go right up to the year ahead as it did here. But now you see here, Sapphire new product. So here we can, so now our forecast is at 19. Total budget is 35. It went up 10 million due to us launching new product, and we gained, I guess, an extra $1 million in our remaining budget in doing so. So we can now price it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lower each one by 5. So 55 and 30 from 60 and 35. Forecast sales. We're going to go 1.6. As it said, that was our potential market. So we're going to try that, and you can change the name through there. So click apply. Advertising. Now it's a little different as it was before. So we're actually going to do 4 million in advertising for this one. And we'll go 45 TV, we'll go 15 in newspapers, we'll go 15 in magazines, and we'll go 25 in digital media. Make our decisions there. And sale promotions, we'll keep that at 4 as well. And we'll just we'll do the same kind of choices as we did before with our standard one, just for a base run. So we'll apply with that. And again, here's the product development. Here it's cancel launch because obviously we're in the process of making this. And it's showing us this menu again. We can't, drop the product or do any style tech reducing cost on it yet because it hasn't been released. Going over here, we have our forecast results, which as you can see here, now that we have a new product coming in and we've made some good changes, that's going up by 43%, that's going up by 42%, and that's going up by 38% as opposed to being down 9%. So actually that's 47% up from last year. So it looks like we're on the right port. Budget spending, previously we only had $1 million at the end, now we have 3.3. So everything's looking to go up. Marketing contribution, bit more detail. Product contribution, bit more detail. And here are our current decisions that we've made for this year. So let's roll over, and I'll see you guys in year 4, and we'll see how we're going.